Imagine this. You're in your 20s. You finally start earning your own money. Your first salary hits your bank account. And suddenly life feels different. You think, I deserve this. So you upgrade your phone. You start eating out more. Maybe you book a trip. Buy better clothes. Subscribe to things you don't even remember signing up for. And none of it feels wrong. Because it's not a huge amount. It's just a few hundred here, 1,000 there. But what if I told you that this exact moment, this casual, almost invisible spending, is the $1,000 mistake that quietly decides whether you'll struggle with money for the next 20 years or build real wealth? Here's the strange part. Most people don't feel like they're making a mistake. Because in your 20s, the common belief is, you're young, enjoy your money. You can always save later. It's just $1,000, it's not a big deal. And honestly, that sounds reasonable. After all, what's $1,000 in the grand scheme of life? It's not a house. It's not a car. It's not life-changing money. So people treat it like it doesn't matter. But this is exactly where things go wrong. Because the real mistake isn't spending 1,000. The mistake is how your brain learns to treat money during this phase. Let's break this down with a simple story. Meet two friends, Ali and Hassan. Both are 24. Both earn roughly the same income. One day, they each have an extra $1,000. Ali thinks, I worked hard, I deserve this. So he spends it. New gadgets, weekend trips, nice dinners. It feels good. Instant reward. No stress. No Hassan. He thinks a little differently. He still spends some money. But instead of using the full $1,000, he puts it somewhere that grows. Not because he's a genius. Not because he's rich. But because he understands one simple idea. Money can work or it can disappear. Now here where things get interesting. Fast forward 10 years. Ali doesn't remember what he spent that $1,000 on. The phone is gone. The clothes are outdated. The experiences are just blurry memories. But Hassan's $1,000, it didn't just sit there. It grew. Because money has a strange superpower. When you leave it alone, it starts multiplying. Let's make this really simple. Imagine planting a tree. If you plant it early, it has time to grow. If you wait 10 years, you don't just lose 10 years. You lose the entire growth that could have happened during those years. That's exactly how money works. Now here's the part most people don't realize. The first $1,000 you handle in your 20s is not about the money. It's about the pattern. Because your brain is constantly learning. Every time you earn money and spend it instantly, your brain builds a habit. Money comes, money goes. But if even a small part of it is saved or invested, your brain learns something else. Money comes, money stays, right arrow, money grows. And this tiny difference changes everything. Let's go deeper. Because the real problem isn't math. It's psychology. Your brain is wired for short-term rewards. When you buy something new, you feel a hit of happiness. Dopamine. Excitement. That's why spending feels so natural. But here's the catch. Your brain overvalues now and undervalues later. So $1,000 today feels powerful. But $10,000 in the future, it feels distant, unreal, almost imaginary. So you choose now. Again and again. And again. But wealth is built by people who learn to do the opposite. They train themselves to value the future more than the present. Not by becoming extreme. Not by never enjoying life. But by making one small shift. They stop asking, what can I buy with this money? And start asking, what can this money become? Because here's the truth most people never hear. Wealth isn't built by big decisions. It's built by small, repeated behaviors. The $1,000 mistake is dangerous because it doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels normal. And that's exactly why it's powerful. Let's go back to Ali and Hassan. The real difference between them wasn't money. It was identity. Ali saw money as something to spend. Hassan saw money as something to grow. And over time, that identity compounds. Ali earns more, but spends more. Hassan earns more, but keeps more. Ali upgrades his lifestyle. Hassan upgrades his assets. And slowly, without realizing it, they start living completely different financial lives. So what should you actually do? Let's keep it simple. You don't need to become extreme. You don't need to stop enjoying life. You just need to avoid the $1,000 mistake pattern. Here's how. 1. Split your money before you spend it. The moment you receive money, don't decide what to spend. Decide what to keep. Even if it's just 10%, 20%. Train your brain first. Because once money is spent, it's gone. 2. Treat savings like a bill. You already pay for rent, food, internet. Now add one more expense. Your future. Because if you don't pay yourself first, you'll always be left with nothing. 3. Start small but start now. Most people wait. I'll start when I earn more. But that's a trap. Because if you can't manage 1,000, you won't manage $10,000. Habits don't magically improve with income. They scale. 4. Focus on behavior, not amount. It's not about saving huge amounts. It's about consistency. Even small amounts repeated over time create massive results, like drops of water filling a bucket. 5. Delay, don't deny. You don't have to say no to everything. Just say, not now. This small pause breaks impulsive spending and gives your rational brain time to think. So here's the real question. What happened to that $1,000? Not just the money, but the decision behind it. Because that one choice, that one moment, is quietly shaping your financial future. Most people will never notice this mistake. They'll keep earning, keep spending, and keep wondering why nothing changes. But a few people, they see it. They understand that money isn't just something you use. It's something you train. And once you learn to control that first 1,000, you're not just saving money. You're building a system, a mindset, a future. Because in the end, it's not about how much money you make. It's about what you do the moment it arrives.